y'all see a few examples of what 10K can buy you, you'll understand the gravity of paying 5 figures to get a man. A man. Look at all this makeup you could have bought. 500 Fenty foundations? Is that not a lifetime of foundation? These are lifetime amounts of makeup that you could have bought for 10K. Look at all these Chick-fil-A sandwiches you could have bought. Like, what are you guys thinking? You missed an opportunity to buy 2,000 tacos. Or even better, 555 Five Guys burgers! And to make it a little bit for real, you could have gotten actual barrels of oil.
What's good, family, and welcome on today's episode. How are you guys doing? I really hope you guys are doing fine. And if you're joining for the very first time, thank you so much for being here today. There is a ridiculous conversation that came on my FYP that I really want you guys to see, because this is making so many women crash out in a very angry, in a very confused way as to the reason why another woman was going to do that. There is a creator that you're going viral right now, stating that she is 39 and she hasn't been on a date in 2 years. So she paid a dating coach $10,000 to help her find a man. Like 10,000, 1, 2, 3, 4 to $10,000 to help her find a man. And yes, that she got engaged, and I think she said she's getting married in 5 months. They're not married yet. She is getting married in 5 months. But what on earth will make a woman pay a coach $10,000 to help her find a man? This is where the people are not getting. This is where it's getting a lot of people gagged. Like, do you know how much $10,000 is? Do you know the number of things you can get with $10,000? Why is getting a man going to be that damn expensive? And yes, the coach as well is on TikTok, which I'm sure a lot of you might have come across his content before. But paying a coach $10,000 to get a man in 2025, people are gagged. This has sparked a lot of conversation. So without wasting much time, let's get straight into it.
I'm 39. I had not been on one date in 2 years. Then I invested $10,000 into my dating coach. Shout out to Aaron White. I met my fiance a year ago. He proposed 2 months ago. And now we're getting married in 5 months. So I'm going to finish telling you the iconic engagement story. After that, I'm going to use this page to help you become the CEO of your love life. But first, let's talk investments. People will spend $20,000 on Dr. Miami, $100,000 on higher education, but there are some people in my comments literally cringing at the idea of investing their money and protecting their hearts and their future love lives. So I know the cost. I literally wasted 13 years of my youth on a man because I was not educated on how to date, how to choose wisely, how to pick with intention and clarity. And that comes with consequences. Having children with someone who doesn't show up, wasting years in a low vibrational relationship, letting your emotions allow you to crash out and lead you away from your purpose, being delulu about the red flag. So as a CEO of a 7-figure content studio, I'm now the CEO of my love life. And I lead my love life with wisdom. Your literal life depends on who you choose. So I had not been on one date in 2 years. Then I invested $10,000 into my dating coach. Shout out to Aaron White. I met my fiance a year ago. He proposed 2 months ago. And now we're getting married in 5 months. So I'm going to finish telling you the iconic engagement story. After that, I'm going to use this page to help you become...
How desperate do you have to be to pay $10K for a man? Sorry, girl, but respectfully, you can't teach me shit. I'm not taking advice from someone who paid $10K to get her a man. A regular man at that. He's not a CEO. He's not a CEO. He's not an NBA player. He's not an NFL player. So what investment are you getting back here? If he leaves today, what investment are you saving? I'm paying $2K. I better have an NFL player and an NBA player. 2. Both. And maybe the coach. You paid $10K for a regular ass man. You paid $10K for something that I could have got you for free. You paid $10K for something that you could have did yourself. You paid $10K for advice that he gives for free. You paid $10K for common sense. And I know you're paying for advice, but I'm going to give mine for free. Instead of paying $10K to go find you a man, how about you pay $10K to go find you a therapist and seek help? Because there's no way you possibly thought in your mind, oh yeah, $10K is a reasonable price to pay. Girl, and you're talking about people pay $10K to get their body done. Their body stays with them. They can get it enhanced. That man walk out your life, you can't get that $10K back. It's wasted money.
I came on here to say there is not one man on earth worth $10,000. If you ever have the urge to spend 10,000 USD to find a man, or for someone to find a man for you, come talk to me, because I'll talk some sense into you. Men are not that important. Having a husband ain't that important. No shade.
If I pay Anwar White $10,000, I'm going to need my dark-skinned NFL player delivered to my door. That's the only way I would pay it. If he guarantees that I'm going to have a dark-skinned NFL player. If I pay Anwar White $10,000, okay, he need to be like, all right, I'm going to get you a job as a water girl. Just pick an NFL team, okay? And I'm going to be like, cool, I pick the Eagles or the Dolphins, okay? Now, as a water girl for an NFL team, rumor is they make $70K. So I'm already getting my investment back because I'm making $70K. You feel me? So after that, then he's going to be like, who on the team you want? And I'm going to be like the dark one. And he going to be like, all right, cool. I'm going to set you up on a maximum of 3 dates. And then he'll propose to you. Then to me, if that's what Anwar White is doing, $10K makes sense. If he's not doing none of that, if he's not guaranteeing me a dark-skinned NFL player, I don't understand how we paying Anwar White $10K just to go on Hinge dates.
The reason why Anwar can charge $10,000 is because some of y'all don't have common sense. He's not marketing women who have a lot of money. He markets women who lack discernment and need hand-holding with talking and dealing with men. So I watched half of that 20-part series plus of that woman who paid $10,000 to get Anwar's dating, not even matching, just dating coaching. Sis is 39, was in a 13-year unmarried relationship, and spent 2 years never going on a date. She needs Anwar. A woman like that needs to pay $10K to be motivated to download Hinge and match with men. And I'm not going to sit here and call that desperate. I'm going to sit here and say some women truly need to cough up money in order for it to click in their head. They need to suffer in some way to find the right partner. And sometimes paying a lot of money is their form of self-sabotaging and suffering. She never took dating seriously until she had to pay that man $833 a month to go on Hinge, a free app, and swipe left on men. I mean, hey, she found her fiance. What I wouldn't do though is let that man know that I paid 10 grand to match with him, to meet him. Because the perception that I feel like a man will have that, wow, you really had to spend $10,000 to find me. I don't want to plant a seed in a man's head that I was so down bad to get married that I would truly spend that much money to another man to find him. Don't gas these men's heads up, okay?
I haven't met a man in all of my 24 years that's worth spending $10,000 to meet. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a lady on here that has made a multiple part series about how she invested over $10,000 in Anwar White, a relationship coach on TikTok, to basically help her find a man. And she found a man and they're engaged and they're about to get married and all this stuff. But it's so many questions, you know what I mean? First off, what does this $10,000 man look like? I got that from another creator because she asked the same question. I want to know, what does he look like? And a personal question I have is like, can we get a price breakdown? Since you're already doing a multiple part series, can you just include a multiple part price breakdown of what costs $10,000? Like, she says she worked with him for over 12 months, right? But I still cannot conceptualize, even over the span of 12 months, what could he have done that cost $10,000? You see what I'm saying? Like, it would be extremely helpful if she could include a price breakdown for me. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not saying he's doing this personally, but it seems like Anwar is profiting off of your loneliness. Like, the same thing that a lot of these apps do. Like, oh, pay to see who viewed your profile and all this other stuff. Like, they're profiting off of your loneliness. But I feel like he's done it in an extreme way. Like, 10 bands. Like, I have to know what was done for this 10 bands. Like, I really want to know that before anybody come and say, oh, you're in people's business, you're too invested in people's lives. She put a multiple part series on TikTok because she wanted us to know. She wanted it to be our business as well. So I'm commenting on our business.
$10,000 on a dating coach. We're going to talk about it really quickly because I am tickled. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people more upset, but it is funny. All right. I'm RAYCH Rach Jackson. I saw Anwar's videos when he was around 20,000, 30,000 followers. And it was an issue because he said something very common sense. I cannot remember what it was, but it was common sense. And people were like dissing him. So me, I love mess. I'm like, who is this guy y'all talking about? Boom, boom, boom. Let me see. He said nothing new. Right. And I said, oh, I know what this is. This is one of those, you don't like hearing the truth from a woman as a woman, so you go to a man and he tell you the same thing. And that man making his hustle off of that, so crazy. I get it. At one point of the video, the woman talking about Anwar, he specializes in high earning women and just how they date. Yeah, because you finna pay that $10,000. Duh, of course he specializes in high earning women. What you mean? You his pocket. That part was funny. Like, again, I'm sorry. This situation is funny. You got online, told your story. People gonna talk about it, right? When she said she met her fiance on Hinge, I had to pause my video because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Sometimes when you all piece videos together, I be thinking y'all lying. So I had seen in the comments of another comment section, they were like, and of all places, she found her fiance on Hinge after paying $10,000. I said, you're lying to me. Let me go to the source. Went to the source, y'all. Went through those 14 videos because, like, I'm doing chores around my house listening. And she said that at first she was anti online dating and Anwar wasn't pressuring her, but he was trying to open her up to new things and what to look for when it comes to online dating. She tried Match, it didn't work. Then she went to Hinge and she matched with around 150 to 170 people, went out on 4 dates, got one fiance. Back up. $10,000 dating coach. He said, get on Hinge. All right. All right, like, come on, y'all. So then there's a couple videos where and then a lot of people are coming forward with their consultations and saying the value that they've had, right? I've actually only seen value, like, people are like, oh my god, it's been such good content or such good coaching from Anwar, and then you listen to it and it's literally either common sense or something you could find on a free YouTube video, straight up. So when she's talking about one of the big lessons that Anwar told her was like making sure that if something happens where one of y'all schedule don't work, that and if he doesn't apologize, then he don't want you don't want to move on. Duh. Like, if you missed a phone call, like she was setting up phone calls before meeting her date, also common sense, but all right. If you miss a call and he don't say, hey, I'm so sorry that I missed this call, you know what I'm saying, move on. What are we paying $10,000 for? My whole point of this video is I have not seen one piece of advice. I kid you not. And we're about to hit 1 million followers on here. Shout out him, right? It is what it is. I haven't seen one video of y'all coming forward like, oh, I had a 20-minute consultation and it went well. And I watched the whole video because I'm like, man, surely you're about to drop some bombs on me. Nope. In my opinion, it's just a classic. Y'all don't be wanting to hear what your friends that are women saying, so you got to pay money to the man and he making bread off y'all, boy. More power to him. Hey, more power to him. Again, guys, this is not a matchmaker. This is a dating coach. Like a matchmaker has a pool of men that you could pull from. This dating coach said, try online dating. Get on Hinge. No, I'm not done. I'm sorry, because again, one thing I forgot to mention is that her fiance told her to make another video to be like, let these people know that I didn't know you spent $10,000. That is even crazier. You doing all this and the man don't even know. That's so interesting, because when people heard the story, they just assumed it was like a matchmaking thing. No.
Regarding the story of the woman who invested $10,000 into a dating coach, there is definitely a crazy component to the story. However, to me, it is not the actual investment of $10,000. If you want to improve your mental health, you will hire and see a therapist weekly, if not bi-weekly. And there are a lot of therapists who don't take insurance. So that monthly bill is going to add up to $10K pretty quickly. If you want to improve your health, you go to the gym, and people are spending hundreds of dollars a month on gym memberships. That $10K is getting hit pretty quickly. If you want to improve your career outlook, you will hire a career coach, and they can be expensive as well. So to me, spending $10K to improve your dating outcomes is not far-fetched and not crazy. Even her coming on this app and sharing her story as an attempt of what I think is her trying to monetize this experience isn't the crazy part to me, because plenty of people hop on this app with their life stories in the attempt to monetize off of it. So how is she any different for real? The crazy part of all this to me is the video of her fiance saying, "Please tell your audience that I had no idea you spent all that money for us." That is absolutely crazy to me. No CeeLo Green. Him wanting the world to know that her investment was one-sided and that he had no idea about it does not signify a union and does not signify partnership to me at all. Because even if he had no prior knowledge to her doing that, y'all are about to be married, which is two people becoming one. Is this not the time for the agree in public and disagree and discuss in private dynamic to begin happening? Or B, just saying that you're glad she did it because it made y'all's bond all the more stronger and better. But for you to make a point to want the world to know that you had no idea not only signifies individuality in a partnership, but it then calls for the audience to question, was that investment worth it? Because investing $10,000 into improving your dating experience, all to end up with somebody who doesn't even want to stand with you in this moment in that way, hey.
Remember when that girl said that her favorite black influencers were all dating white men or had white husbands? Yeah, let's break that down. So your favorite influencer who is going to the Pilates classes, who is going on the brand trips, getting the brand deals, she's giving you house tours or probably showing you her house hunting. Yeah, she's making well over six figures. But, and there's a little factoid for you, women who are breadwinners in the relationship are 50% more likely to get divorced. Obviously, this is probability. I don't care if you're the breadwinner in your relationship. Please scroll. So assuming that these women don't want to be the breadwinner in their relationship, they are then going to look for partners who are making six figures or more, you know, equal or relative to what they are doing. You know the percentage of black men that make six figures? 6. Only 6. And if you live in a big city, specifically New York City or LA, you have even less of a chance of finding someone, or it will just take you a hell of a lot longer. Everybody being so up in arms about a $10,000 dating coach, like, y'all are worried about the wrong things. Because if the girl's got it, why not spend it? And if anything, you should be asking her how she got that money in the first place. So anyway, if you see me with a non-black boy, you know why.
I say let the girls pay $10,000 for a dating coach if they really want one, okay? Let the girls pay. Because some people really need to be guided. Do y'all remember Millionaire Matchmaker? And I know that Anwar is not a matchmaker. But do y'all remember Millionaire Matchmaker? Patty was making bread on these millionaires, finding them a match, coaching them through the dating process. What may come as second nature to you may come maybe a little bit more difficult for somebody else. Okay, listen, this may not be a great example, but I'm an esthetician, right? Okay, even before I was an esthetician, I've been an esthetician for like 7 years. Even before I was an esthetician, things like ingredient knowledge came very easily to me. Okay, I was like, okay, I have dry skin, I'm gonna use this and not scrub my face off with that. Okay, that seems like second nature to me, but to somebody else, that's confusing. Okay. Let the girls pay $10,000 for the dating coach. Shout out to Anwar making his coin. But I say if you need to be handheld in the dating sphere and you want to get married, that's what you want, let them pay.
We have officially missed the plot, because why did I just see a video on my For You page of this woman bragging about the fact that she invested $10,000 in a dating coach and she hadn't been on a date in the past 2 years, and now all of a sudden she's engaged because she invested $10,000 in a dating coach who sounds like he gets his advice from BuzzFeed. Like, let me get this straight. You invested $10,000 in a man telling you how to get a man. Also, what's with the word investment? Because, I mean, is this man some commodity that's going to increase in value? You would have been better off to invest your $10,000 in real estate or diamonds or gold or even the stock market. As terrible as it is, just put your $10,000 in there and park it there, and it'll appreciate in value at some point in the future. Spending $10,000 to go on a date, mind you, probably the same type of person complaining about how men think they're the prize. I wonder why.
What do you guys think about this woman stating that she paid $10,000 to Henry White to help her find a man on Inge? Literally a 20-part series. She did that, like how she paid $10,000 to find a man. I think she know that is so ridiculous to a point where, you know, to the point where she's using it to promote her business. She is aware of how people are going to react and how this is like a very ridiculous thing to do. But I would say maybe she had even invested in $10,000 into a dating coach just to get that headline to sell her business, because there's no way that this can be real. Like, people are finding it so hard. People are gagging a whole $10,000. There is even a creator that made a list of the amount of makeup products you can get that you will buy with $10,000. Literally $10,000. When I came across her intro, when she said I'm 39, never been on a date for 2 years, and I paid $10,000 to get a man, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was clickbait. I thought it was like, someone just saying something. And I went on her page. This is the intro to so many videos on her page. She did a 20-part series. So this is the intro to all those videos. I'm sure this woman is aware that that headline alone is very crazy, to a point where she knows that she can use it to sell her business, because she says she wants to teach. Who is going to hear from someone publicly coming online stating that they invested $10,000 into a dating coach just to get a man on Hinge? You guys, on Hinge. Like, the way people are dragging. I'm going to be doing a compilation of what the men are saying, because I really want to hear the men's perspective. I think it's going to be different, but I really want to hear what the men are saying about this particular video, because $10,000 to get a man, is it coming with a lifetime contract that is not going to leave? Like, how did she spend? What exactly is the $10,000 for? So many people in the comment section have that same question. Like, give us a price breakdown exactly. How that $10,000 went by. Like, how everything it did for you on Hinge to get a man is worth $10,000. Because why is it that expensive? Like, why is it literally that expensive? $10,000, and someone paid to find a man. This person said, I like some of his content, but Hannah White shames women into being with men or doing things with men, saying things like, if you do or don't do XYZ, then you are a lesbian. Another person said, I always thought Hannah White's advice should be taken with a grain of salt. $10,000? My first thought was, men don't ever pay that much money to find a wife. Why are we so desperate for love? Do you think a man is going to pay such amount of money just to be able to find a wife? Do you think there is a man out there that will pay $10,000 to find a wife? Like, I really want to know. Maybe people are not just seeing it that way. Maybe people are overreacting. Let me know what you think. Let me hear what you think in the comment section. I'm so interested in what you people think in the comment section, because $10,000, that is a lot of money, you guys. Like, in whatever this thing you are converting it to, it is still a lot of money for a dating coach to find a man. Someone said I would have used that for my house down payments. Like, literally, like $10,000. Another person said she's engaged. She's promoting the service, but she isn't even married yet. She says she's not married yet, but she wants to teach something. I can't even remember what she says she's want to teach. I'm still like hooked on $10,000 to a dating coach. This one said, honestly, I am embarrassed for her. No man is worth $10,000, and I don't like Hannah White anymore, because he is clearly taking advantage of lonely women too. What do you guys think? Like, what do you think about someone paying $10,000 to a dating coach to find a man? If you have a sister or someone close to you that says, you know what, I have been struggling in the dating scene for so long, and I am going to pay $10,000 to a dating coach just they can find a man, what is going to be your first advice? What is going to be your first reaction? Please, in the comment section, let me know. I want to read what you guys think. What would be your first reaction if someone would walk up to you, even if they're not close to you, even if it's just like somebody on the way that you just want to give good advice, and they walk up to you and say, how do you feel about me paying $10,000 to a dating coach to find a man for me on Hinge? What are you guys going to say? Let me hear your take in the comment section. I am going to see you guys in the next one.